Hi, John. Saturday the 11th of April 2015. Just update from yesterday, Friday, at the police station. I was talking to Tony Geldenhuys, the manager for the station. You'll notice he was away for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden he turned up. I was surprised to see him there because I was going there to see Sergeant Dennis Colverwell, and then Tony was standing there. I got big fright to see him. Anyway, I'll just let you know what happened there. He said it's a civil matter of what I'm doing with this 61 Cook Street case. Now, just looking at why he said that, he's been holding on to my information so long and not aware about any fraud. But however, he's only doing his job. But that left me with a bit of sour taste in my mouth from knowing him so long, over 6 years, and not a bat of an eyelid about anything or any indication as to who to recommend I see. Because as I see it, the police have really no expertise on commercial liens and levy contracts, and so for them, they have crossed over their jurisdiction into mortgage fraud investigations, which they are limited on amount of work they can do with it. That's why he said to go into civil court, and even the judge has no information until you give it to him. That's why they don't like exposing things in the public like how I've done. Once the fraud has been discovered, then there's no case. It's case all over. So there was no need to go to the court because we know who the offenders are. I've named them, and they've said nothing. So there are offenders of what I say they are. The time ran out to defend themselves. There is nobody defending themselves from what I'm saying. And so for Tony, this is for you, mate. I'm disappointed with what you've done, and said to me to leave. He actually said to me to leave the police office. That's like, go, because I'm saying there's fraud in there. Once I started saying there's fraud in there, I'm here to find out who is behind that fraud land title, because it's very serious. I did say to him it's very serious of him representing me and not sticking beside me, and all of a sudden there's another police there to tell me to get off the land. That's serious. When one police says go on the land, the other one says don't. So there's no excuses in our Admiralty law for these sort of things to happen. The police are making too many mistakes, and the public has to pay for it. That's not on. That's why people are incompetent in there, Tony. That's all I have to say about the police. They're incompetent. Once you start saying that sort of thing, then you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there. There's somebody else that's honest enough to come out with it. And I'm saying you left me to be with Sergeant Dennis Culverwell, and if I didn't ask for him, I wouldn't have got him. But it was me that actually asked for a higher authority in the police. And to the girl, that I got to photocopy the things for you, Tony. All my information, you might as well say you threw it in the rubbish bin, because for you couldn't, it's too much for you. Either it's too honest or you can't handle it. You should have told me, look, I can't do anything about it. Instead, you said to me, oh, When you come in, you come and see me. You hear what I said? It's on video. You come and see me. And so I came to see you. And what did you say? Under the circumstances, like, go for it. You didn't say don't break the law. No, you didn't say that. You just say, when there's any new information you've got, bring it to me, and I'll assess it. I didn't get any assessment from you to say whether it's a fraud. I'm always asking, is it a fraud? I say to my lawyers, is it a fraud? I say to my private investigator, is it a fraud? You won't tell me because it's a trump card. He'd be giving it all away if he said yes. Okay? So, but he knows. Your people got a bad habit of shutting your mouth and saying nothing so you can keep a secret. I don't have any secrets, Tony. I never carry secrets around because that's not my law. My law is straight out. You're either right or you're wrong. Not going to chuck it into the tribunal or somewhere else, into the court to go and resolve, because they don't know anything either. They don't know anything either, because they only rely on information to make a case work, to see who's guilty. And more than anything, the police always fabricate the evidence so they can win a case in their courts. That's why I don't trust you anymore, Tony. I'm only got my trust just a little bit left for Dennis. Because I'm expecting him to say to me, well, John, we just found there was a fraud in there. Yes, you're right, there's a fraud in there, so we're dealing with it. And then I say, right, I can carry on with my work and kick them off the land, like how I want. All off the land, because I want to get on with it. You see, it's just as simple as that. I wanted to say to people, Tony, what exactly you said when you said turn off my recorder. That's for me. You know, that's for me and my information. I'm recording everything because I'm accountable. I'm not keeping anything back from the public, who have a right to know what's going on. Now, it's all a mystery in there. It's a mystery with the lawyers, the judges, and the politicians. It's all a mystery. Well, for me, I'm going to bust it all open, Tony, because I don't like mysteries. And things hidden from the public. And the public don't know, but they're seeing this story. Okay? They're seeing this story of your people, your white people, on that land block. I say that because it's the white people who are doing the fraud. Okay? Your white people are doing the fraud on my land. That's all I want to say is to people. Black, blue, or red or green people. It's still the same. There's fraud on my land, and it's mostly white people. If you look around the world, Tony, it's the white people of the Queen that he swore to, Tim Duthie swore to the Queen. That's the white Queen and her white people who are ruining this world. Ruining this world. I don't want you to ruin this country anymore. With politicians in there, when I go to England and come back, they'll be gone. Because I don't like the way they're running this place. If my people are still poor, and your people are well off, what's the hell's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You've got all the South Island. All your people came here and went down there because there was less marriage down there than North Island. You don't own it. That's still part of our title. A whole lot of it. Alright? So I'm making you a bill for another £1 trillion for tampering with my business and my evidence for the High Court of Admiralty in London. I can't make a court case here out of what I've already set up over there. You can't touch this information. That belongs to the British and me here. That's a partnership. It's in there. The Queen's gone now. Your Queen took off, Tony. You tell Tim, if he's watching this video, his Queen skipped it out of England and went to Brussels with the other one. Merkel just sent some jets to Israel. Now what message is that two German women sending? She's going there, and the Queen, I'm just reading again, she's pulling the EU to pieces. She's a wrecker. You have a wrecker that you swear your oath to. We don't like that anymore. We don't like the Queen anymore. Because even the British don't like her anymore on their soil. Because that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing, and that's what you people are in that business, doing the same thing as what she's doing here on my land. This, I say my land because I'm one of the chiefs. I'm speaking for all the other chiefs who are watching me perform. Right? You didn't perform in front of me what I wanted. All you had to say to me, yes, John, it's fraud. Or no, John, it's not a fraud. Simple as that. And I can't get an answer out of any of you parkiers. All of you parkiers can't come out straight and say, John, it's not a fraud. Eh? Now, Tony, I'll tell you, even if I go to court, like you say, it's a civil matter, it's still going to end up on you. Because you've got a bill on your head now. You've got a bill on your head of £1 trillion plus 20% GST. Tax. British tax. Okay? They're going to get their bit out of it too. And they're not going to let this one get away. Okay? That's why I said, for Dennis, he's got to ring my private investigator, ex-detective from Scotland Yard, up there over the shore, Browns Bay, Graham Allen. Now, talk to him, and he'll tell you it's a fraud. Okay? Then you talk to my lawyer, you Dayak Choi, down here on Albert Street. You talk to him, and ask him, is this a fraud? And he'll say, it's a bloody big fraud. It's the biggest fraud I've ever come across in the world. Because it goes right across the planet. Okay? This one block of land goes right across the whole world where the Queen has gone. And you're part of the fraud. You are fraudster. I'm calling a fraudster. Right in front of everybody. Because you know why? This is our court. Right where I'm standing like a judge. Am a judge. Okay? I'm a King's Bench judge right here online. Right here in front of everybody. To make you accountable for what you have done to me in that police station of yours when you said to me, I'm asking you to leave. No, I didn't leave because I asked you. No, I've come here to see Dennis. I've come here to, I wrote to you and I wrote to Dennis. I said, I'm coming to see you. I didn't come to see you because you went away for 2 weeks, Tony. You went away for 2 weeks. Why? Then all of a sudden you turn up at the station. You see what I mean? You knew I was coming. You knew I was going there because I set it up to come up around about 10 to 12 o'clock. See? So you quickly dropped everything else and came back there. Why? Why did you come and start talking to me? You pulled yourself into a contract with me when you did that. You specifically came out of where you went for 2 weeks away from that office to come standing in front of me and you put yourself right in it. You offended me. When you said, I want you to leave this office. I want you to leave this fucking country, Tony. That's what. I want you to leave Auckland and get the fuck out of New Zealand by the time I get through this lot. And you've got a bill on your head. Right? I'm talking for the chiefs. Because they're pissed off with you. After 6 years, no answer. No, not a fucking word. Not a fucking word to say if there's a fraud in that land block. And you know there is. You know there is. It's going to come. It doesn't matter how long it takes, Tony. It's not going to go away. You're going to get found out in the end. The whole lot of you in there. That's why I took the whole lot of you to the bill. But you're going to have to pay it because you tampered with my evidence. You've got all my papers. That's it. And what do you do? Threw them in the bin. I bet you. All of you threw them in the bin. You know what you're going to get for that, eh? £1 trillion each. All of the people I've written to, the police commissioner, Peter Marshal, all the politicians I've read to, they get a bill. £1 trillion for each one for shutting your mouth. Okay? All those affidavits I've put on people, that's £1 trillion each right from now today. I'm going to rack it up to 970 million, trillion pound note, the green one. That the Queen's liable for it now, and the Rothschilds liable for it now, and the Church and State liable for it now. The whole of you got here with a gun. I'm using the pen now on you to levy debtor you, Tony, because that's your police station. I don't have to go back in your police station again because it's fucking useless for me. It didn't solve what I wanted. To go and arrest the crooks. They're going to get arrested in the end anyway. I'll hang the bastards with the Hanging Chains Act of King William. I still got it. I've still got it. That's what it does to people who are pirates. It's made, and this flag, and this flag, and this flag. It's made for pirates like you. I'm calling you a pirate because you're all the same. You're all the same in that station, and you're all the same in the courts. You've all got your clubhouses. Now, Tony, all your businesses I'm going to put online this morning. Okay? You can't touch anything. You can't touch anything that goes online because it's in England. Right? It's locked over there in the High Court of Admiralty, higher than you are. You lot here, pirates from Australia, Linz. Right? We're going to strip all your titles after this one. We're going to strip the whole lot of it. That's why I'm putting those pound notes there, because I've got a legal reason and a right to. Okay? It's tough. That's how tough this law is. Right? You've broken my law, Tony, not opening up your mouth in front of me. And you fellas treat me like shit in there. Well, I'll treat you like shit too. Twice as thick. See? The people in the world are sick of you people and your business running on our lands and all the other indigenous lands in the world. These people around the world are watching my videos. They know I'm at the top end of any jurisdictions from a king of England. And I'm going to repeat myself about that lot. But it's real. She's ran away. Your queen fucked off. Your queen, Tony, and Tim, who he swear to, fucked off into the EU Parliament and took the fucking money with her and the gold. Yeah? That's what she did. And left the whole place bankrupt. Just like John Key did here. John Key, you got a fucking bill on your head too. You've got a bill on your head, and anybody that touches the TTPA and tries to sell off this, you got it coming. Because Kingy Dodo just rang me up yesterday. That one of my chiefs up north, the one Hapu, they're watching me. They're watching me. They gave me the mandate to go and fix this fucking lot up in Britain. Then come back here and clean you fucking lot out, Tony. That's why I say I'll get rid of you, because this is not your land. You got no proof, no history, no fuck all of title here, other than a fucking mortgage fraud document. One mortgage fraud document here on that title land is the rest of the world, the whole Commonwealth titles of the Queen. Fucked our bloody King's titles up. Okay? You're fraud. Through and through. I don't have to say it much more strongly than that. I'm swearing like that because I got a fucking right to on my land. Right? You can't stop me from doing what I'm doing, how I said, on my land. You can try and stop me going on that land block, but I'll tell you what. There'll be someone to get you fucking off there. Those Simon Roundtree and James Brown, you're as crooked as fucking hell with your lawyers. I'll tell you that. You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught. I wish I had everything set up over there and come back here now. I'd actually get you hung. They'll hang you, the people who want to do that. Not me. It's the people who want to do that. Otherwise, they'll sell you to somewhere else in the world. Right? Hard labour. Somewhere where there's fuck all. Because that's all you're worth here. That's what those natives said in the old days. Your white pig is a Pākehā. That's what a Pākehā is, a white pig. There are good white Pākehās and there's bad ones. Right? That's what Ross Moran said. You think you're the CIA of New Zealand. No, you're not the fucking CIA of New Zealand. You can push your laws all you like, but you're going to get squashed. You're going to get squashed on your law here, because we have the first right of native and Britain. You're Australian, still playing up. You know what, Tony? All these titles here got confiscated by the British. Your Lynn's titles and your Queen titles got confiscated by my people in Britain. They're just about to confiscate the whole bloody lot again. Okay? They're going to confiscate and give it back to us. That's what, and right through the Indigenous will. Straight after this one, you're going to fucking lose the whole lot, right through the will, because the black people are rising to take their land back off you. Because you fellas have screwed the fucking thing, messed it all up with all the bloody oil and everything all over the fucking place. Right? That's what you have done. Your people, and your fucking queen, that I'm going to hang when I go there to England. That's what I keep saying all the time. Now, fuck all you can do about it, because when she goes, you're fucking gone. Won't be any more of her anymore. Not her family. All of her George family can fuck off too. Out of Britain. Out of England. Right? Because she's gone, and they're prancing around the place. That'll be the end of that. Because the Russians are getting rid of Rothschilds and her family, her royal family, and your fucking royal families. All the 300 royal families get the bill. 970 million trillion pound notes. Okay? So I'm just breaking it up into this country. I'm going to put a bill right over this country. And you can't do fuck all about it. Okay? You can't do fuck all about it because I've caught you in that fraud. What? I just need it. I set the fucking trap there to catch you people out, you dumb bastards. I set it up. That's why I did that. I couldn't have anybody else around me to actually do that. Right? And you walk right into it. Tim walked right into the trap. Right into it. That was it. One mistake. You made your fatal mistake right there. There's no need to try and take it to court because you'll lose fucking every way you go. You have nothing. Absolutely nothing to go on but to get fucked out of here. Off our land. That's what's going to happen to you all. All the people that are supporting the Queen while she's a crook. You're going to have to go. You're going to have to go. That's what Sue Nakora was saying for the Confederation, the Maori Confederation. She says, well, get rid of all you people. Put you in a container and fuck out of here. Right? We don't like you anymore running this place. That's like Ross Moran said. He was an ex-commissioner of police. On a video. He's on a video telling the story about police. Who do they think they are? Right? You're not going to play up in front of me, you lot. You've got a bill on your heads now. That's it. It's stuck. And I'm just going to rack it up. Whatever I think. Because I'm the judge of that. I can sit here and you can stay. Those people, as long as they're on that land block there, the whole lot of them. The tenants, I want the fucking lot of them off there. Because they're getting billed now. Somebody will be around your place, your business. I've got it all written down. I'm going to put it all on the line today. Today is going to be all for that. You're holding up my website. I wanted to do the website. I want to get the phones hooked on over there. I want to get going. But because you are trying to keep as long as you can with your fraud, it's busted. And you don't know what to do. See? You had 6 years. In all that 6 years, I haven't been able to do anything with that land block. It's still not going to go anywhere. Tony, that block is not going anywhere because I got interest in there. That's why. That's why they can't go anywhere. Right? It's gonna. You'll end up. It's gonna. They'll be gone. I'll have that in the end. I'll have it. But you're holding me up. So I'm going to wreck the whole thing up. Bill. And I'm going to bankrupt the whole country. Okay? That's what the Queen did. She bankrupted America. Just like that. Well, I'm going to bankrupt the whole lot of it with that 970 million trillion pound note. It bankrupt the whole lot of you. That's what it is. That's what's going to happen here. This is just part of 250 countries that's going to get bankrupted. Right? I'll soon show you how someone in the Indigenous will can fix that up. Now we know what to do. Now we know your tricks. Yeah? I'm learning all your fellas' dirty tricks. Okay? I've just learned your dirty tricks with Tim just coming in there like a bulldozer. Okay? We can do the same thing back. Worse. Worse. Because we have a higher jurisdiction than his little piddly little law. Okay? And it's nothing written, Tony. Fuck all written. No documents from him. Just his big fucking mouth saying, I'm truth about you. Yeah? And I said, oh, truth about you too. Tit for tat. Guess who comes out on top? Eh? guess who comes out of it? There's a reason why he came there, because they made it up. They made it up. That's what you fellas are, Tony. I'm afraid to say this, but you're all fucking fakes. The whole fucking lot of you are imaged around my people. You've imaged my titles around yourselves and your fraud little games with the Queen. But she's going to lose everything. He's going back to the King. Every single drop of it. Every single drop of it. You can forget about Queen Victoria, because they've corrupted that too. With the mafia, is the George family, and the Rothschilds married into Queen Victoria, had her kids. 9 of the little chits. Okay? Those are the ones creating all the havoc in America, all around the world. Right? The cabals. That's that family that gets their bill. Right? The 300 royal families, right? And a church estates that Kevin Annette tried. He's got a warrant to arrest the Queen. No one can arrest the Queen, Tony. Just me. I'll tell you that now, because I'm more royal than she is. That Moai statue that Queen Victoria stole and put in England, that's fucking me. Tony, that's my fucking title to England. Okay? That's my memorial. Moai statue. I don't care how loud I swear. He is my title to England, standing there. The Queen stole it. You're all white fucking maggots. That's another word that the natives here had for you. You white maggot Pākehās stole my memorial. I want the fucking thing back when I go there, okay? I want the fucking thing back, and I want this flag put up in Devonport. That's what I'm going there for. And clean the whole fucking Westminster out. And then go after the Queen. And everybody who's attached to her. And recover everything of crimes, of proceeds of crime. Which is that land block. Is one of them. And the next block, and the next block, and the next fucking block, and the next one. And the whole fucking country, one hit. Okay? I'm just assessing how much I'm going to stick on this country. Out of the 970 million trillion. Out of the whole square acres of land here to the world. Because I'm going to split it all up. The bill all up. And get you elites out of the fucking place. We don't want you elites fucking creaming anything off us anymore. I'm talking for every people in the world. You're screwing in Britain. Okay? I don't care. I don't care about you fuckers anymore here plying your business in your police force. Right? You've got 28 businesses running. I'm just putting the bill together now for the whole bloody lot of it. Okay? And you'll go bankrupt. I'm going to bankrupt you and all the police business, all the government's business, everything, the lawyers, the judges, everything for that land block. They're part of the fraud. The conveyancing, the lawyers, the courts, everything that had something to do with that fraud is linked to it, back to the Queen. And she gets the balance of the bill. Okay? The new Scotland Yard will go after it, because there's some people in there pissed off. The British military is pissed off with the government and David Cameron. David Cameron and Merkel are working together to pull Westminster to pieces. The Tories are going to get fucking booted out. That's what I'm saying on this. The Scottish will boot your fucking ass out. I'm glad that they're not going independent straight away. Good move, Nicola. And Alex Hammond, you better keep straight. Don't go like Gordon Brown sold the whole fucking sovereignty off to the EU Parliament. You have to get it back. You have to get your own sovereignty back and put it back where it was before the Queen took it off and stole it. I'm going there to investigate, because I'm a private investigator. I'm practicing what all the crooks do here. It's no different than what the crooks is over there. Okay? So if I fix it up, if I can fix my own backyard up, then I can fix any other backyard up. Alright? I'm just saying, you can have all the guns in the world, that's all you're made of. All you white bastards have guns. We don't have guns in Moai. We just have truth. That's all. Truth and spirit. That's what you got missing. You got no fuck all spirit in Pākehā. Because they're only there hiding in the church. Hiding behind a minister. Hiding behind something. Always hiding. Always hiding, frightened. You're terrified in there now because of what I'm going to do next. What I'm going to do next. Because you're stopping me going on my land. You are stopping me. The whole lot of you are stopping me going on my land. And I'm not going in your fucking court. Because what jurisdiction do they have over me? That a judge can rule on something that's already finished. I'm just going to go in there and throw all you lot in there. Right? I'm just going to throw the land conveyancing lawyer in there first. Whoever that is. I'll find it today on their company's office. It'll be that one. Okay? It won't be Hornibrook, Mark Hornibrook and Andrew MacDonald, because they're already in the fraud with Doug Rickard Bell and Jamie Peters. They're already in the fraud. They're going to get hung anyway. It's just a matter of time. They'll be shitting their fucking selves now. All the lawyers will be shitting themselves in front of me, including my own lawyer. Okay? I told them. I'll do it myself. Right? They all want paid. They won't go and do it then on results. If a lawyer did this, the fucking thing would have been finished long ago. If my private investigator did it, it would be finished long ago. But he's been reasonable, but he's been quietly in the background. I can talk to him, no problem. Graham Ellis. He's been pretty good. He's busy. He's got to keep working and make money. Fine. That's fine. But when it comes to something as serious as like this, he would have dropped everything else for this. This is a lower priority to him or anybody else that you park is. Yet it's going to fucking bankrupt the whole fucking lot of you. Right? You don't realise what I'm holding on to here. You don't realise that you're here on my land with my title. And my title is the Moai statue standing in all those powerful countries. That's my own family's title. They built the damn fucking things. Okay? I can say that because they came from Raiatea and Tapu Aotea Marae to the East Cape. From Te Peto at Rapanui to Mokonui on my landblock, my urupa. Right? From that urupa at Anakena on East Island to from Rapanui there to Mokonui. See the names? See the names? They're the fucking same. And try and tell her to marry. There's no fucking thing as marry. Tony, your white fucking maggots made that up. Okay? Your white maggots made that fucking tribe up for yourselves so you can screw me and my natives. Okay? I'm just splitting off the natives out of it by putting my idea, and that does the trick. Because where's the Maori's memorial? You see? Where? The Maori, you can't burn it. You can't burn it. A carving, you can. You burn it. That's why you Pākehās burnt our maraes down with the carvings. You see? It's not lasting. That's why, when you lot came here, you burnt our fucking maraes down. You know what I'm going to do? Burnt your fucking lot down. Your churches down. Because that's where the evil is, in the church. Okay? Your churches took all the land on Queen Street. Because Mohi Manukau told me. They're supposed to only have the church, the little Methodist church. I'm going after this land too. Right? They've got all this thing. They'll lose it. Because he wants his land back. He wants his land back. He got booted off. This Mohi Manukau I'm talking about. He's dead now, but he left me to go and get his land back. Okay? I'll get his land back. That's my chief. Okay? My chief. He's watching up there. He's laughing his head off. He's saying, go for it. Yeah? Give you consent. Just like that, from there, up to spirits. Okay? He said, when those Pākehās came here, they only got given the church. They took the whole fucking street. Now they're collecting all the rent from the street. All the businesses, they're collecting the ground rent. Right? I'm the chief rent. Right? In brackets. Chief rent is the landlord owner. I can prove to you I'm the owner. Okay? With Mohi Manukau and Kafaru. Not this fucking Kafaru here, that Ngāti Whātua. That's fucking bullshit. He comes from Ashburton down the South Island. That's a Pākehā. It's not a Kafaru. His surname is not a Kafaru. You made it up. Fuck ya. You made it up, Tony. Your Pākehās made everything and faked it. A Kafaru up the top of One Tree Hill, then put John Campbell up there. And dug Mohi Manukau's ancestors out of the ground. Then burnt them in and then crushed them up in Robert Robertson's flour mill. there. That's it. Your fuckers crunched them up in the flour mill where Helen Clark House is. Right? Right there. Right? And that bitch is going to get fucking hung up too for that. For that reason, your Pākehās came here and did that to my natives. What? That's what I'm saying right here now. You're not going to change history by saying you own the fucking land. No. You only got fraud mortgages now. I'm telling you, all your mortgages are fraud. Okay? That's for you, Tony. This one's for you. Now, everybody listening, take a leaf out of this fucking book. That your Pākehās are out of order on that land block, and the conveyancing lawyers. I'm going to throw the conveyancing lawyers who did that conveyancing title into the court. And that's it. I just want them in there and strung up, locked up. The judge, he can do what he likes with them, but he'll get them off. You see? That's why I don't trust the judge. But I'm going to put them in there anyway, and I'm going to tell the judge, I'll take my fucking land now. You deal with this. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's what Tony says. Go to the civil court. You fucking asshole. Why didn't you tell me that long ago? Why did you run away from the station right when I needed you? Right? Right when I needed you, they said you're going away for 2 weeks. And why? Who got the complaint? When they rang on the 30th, Tony, there was a complaint that came in, or because I said, I'll go back and check. When Debbie said, the police said to leave. I left on the 30th because of what she said. I've cited her, and you're going to get stung for it. Okay? That's why I'm putting you squarely in charge of what happened to me there. It's your fault. Your fault for letting me go there, and the other police come along and kick me off. Right? Now, 30th, somebody rang to the police. And the police said, go. Tell them to go. The same way Tim Duthie sounded like him was set up by the landowner and the conveyancing lawyer. You see? I'm just saying that out loud on this video. That's what I'm saying. I'm accusing you lot for getting me off the land illegally while I'm in a contract. I keep stressing that because I'm pissed off with you crooks in there. I'm telling the whole world because I'm allowed to. Online. Our court is online. The High Court of Admiralty in London is a 2-hour court, is online. Everything I put on there is online as evidence. You people, you crooks here in these courts will not take Facebook and Twitter and Google and YouTube things offline as evidence in your courts. Why? You're fucking crooks, that's why. I can tell you straight in the face that you're crooked. Yet in the biggest court in the world, where I am, they allow it. And they only do specific cases this big. This big. As soon as I went in there with a big bill, they took it on. Straight past the front desk. It's all on video. See? I made sure to record it. Yes, John, we got all your information. Judge Mackey's looking at it. Okay? There. That's it. That's it. And I did send letters to the High Court of Admiralty, to the Scotland Yard. I'm going to put all those in front on my court site. On my court site. So that the whole world can witness. And you ain't getting off it. You ain't getting off. You're going to get the bill, and that's the end of that. And when you get told to leave this country, you fucking go. Okay? When our marshals come, they'll have their badge beside this flag. They'll have the badge on their side. When they come knock on your door, they'll see the whole fucking place. You're home. Right? John Key's the first. It don't matter where in the world, we've got the flag to get around the world to go and get it. They can't take their flag off because it's stuck there in Westminster. Yeah? It's stuck there, and they're not going to get rid of Westminster either. The EU Parliament will crunch first before Westminster goes. Right? The Queen did that. She thought to be smart. She's not. She's fucking dumb, just like you lot. what goes around comes around. And she's as crooked as you are, because all her family is starting to get caught. All her paedophile is starting to get caught. All her ministers are leaving Parliament in Westminster. Just like you, we're coming after you, all of you, Dover Samuels, all you people. Horemia, he's gone. Thank goodness for that. He's out of the road. Api Mahuka, he's gone. That's another kupapa Maori. All the Maoris are kupapas in the government, in the Parliament. Okay? Every one of them is on your side. They get the bill. Someone will knock on their door. And guess what? They'll get booted out. Just like what Obama's doing with this flag in America. Okay? He'll get it taken off him when I get to England. Watch what happens. Because the British are listening to what I'm saying. I'll say to the British military, take heed and do what I say. Okay? I'm the surrogate king of England. And I'm here to do the job. I'll be there late. Okay? I'll be there late. And I'm guessing that Matt Taylor, if you're watching the video, will switch the SOS party back to the King William, my King William party when I get there. When I get there. Okay? That's if I get there after the elections. We'll just switch the whole lot around and take off. Because by then, we will be knocked this lot out. We've got to knock one land block out, Tony, Matt, and the rest will fall. The whole house of cards will fall. That's why they're trying to get away with it. That's Tony and his bloody lot of crooked people in there, in the police, and all the rest of the courts and everybody are trying their hardest to keep me going and getting that land block. They're going to get out of there soon. If the British had to come here, they'll be gone. Right? We'll just go around and lock them all up. They'll tell the British, take that one, take that one, take that one, take that one. Yeah? You see what happens. You're not that smart. Even Australia. Those people in Australia, all those native people, and all the white ones, white people, white natives, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All the people who are against the Queen and against the system, go for it. I'm just telling you, go for it. Just watch what I do and do the same thing. Okay? Be my guest. And they got no jurisdiction of Admiralty. They're borrowed from here. They borrowed our Te Ture Whenua 1993 Native Land Act. Okay? That's a contract with me, with their flag in Westminster. I've got to take it off them. I'm going to take it off them. As soon as I come back from Britain, I'll be in Australia and rip it off them. Okay? They won't have no more land titles. Okay? Same as here. They'll collapse around their ears because they've stolen that. They have stolen that and compromised and in treason. They're in the... Tony, you and your police are in treason now. You are enemies of my people and the people who don't like you and your government. Okay? You're in treason because of the Queen not there in Westminster and you're still using her as a head of state. She's not a head of state in Westminster. Okay? She's not a head of state. She's a CEO of a private company in commercial contract law. Okay? You don't know fuck all about law that way. Alright? You might look after stuff in the front office, but you're not anywhere close to this lot. And for Dennis, Sergeant Dennis Colverwell, I hope you make the right decision, because I've got nothing against you. I have nothing I have against all the other policemen in my road. I want you to get them out of my road. Dennis, get them out of my road so I can get on with it and save all the bother and trouble and put a sock in it. Put a sock in it. Now, before it gets worse, because too many people know. Too many people know there's something wrong on that block. And it's the lawyer. It's the conveyancing lawyer who changed the title on the land block. That's the fraud. He'll be the same as the other one, Mark Hornibrook and Andrew MacDonald. Did the same thing with Doug Rickard Bell before that, and the same lawyers that did it with Jamie Peters before that. They're in cahoots with each other, with Don Grant in Lynn's. Lynn's boss is in thick with them in that fraud land title there. He came out from Australia to do that title, and I caught him right in the act. And he's the boss. He was retired, the old guy, in there. In Don, if you're watching this video, you're up to your neck in trouble with me. Okay? Because you came here because Doug Rickard Bell, the property developer, brought you here so they can screw the law, and make a lot of money. But you come up against the wrong person. Okay? Yeah, it's your bad day today. It's your bad day today because you get a bill to another $1 trillion on your head. Okay? Another $1 trillion on your head. Everybody there in their block, it gets $1 trillion on their head. Everybody who stopped me. You're the one that stopped that title and forged the little road. Okay? Don Grant, you, the ex-Survey General, Register General in Australia for years in New South Wales. You see, you knew what you were doing, and you cut and paste the Sutherland name, surname, the old fellow way back in the 1800s, 1870s, and stuck it on the little road, then put a new title on it. How fucking bad is that, Tony? How fucking bad is that, Tony and Tim and Dennis? How fucking bad is that in the police station? And you can't see? That's one fraud. That's the worst fraud. This is the biggest fraud in the world. This is the biggest fraud, land title grab in the world by your queen. You're gone. You're gone. That's just one little fraud. There's more. I can go and make a long string. I am going to put them all on. I am going to list the whole lot out. Why I'm charging so much in this court online. Okay, we've got our own court online. It's going right through the world. Right? It's going right through the world. And I'm going to spread the bill right around and bankrupt the whole of you. All of you. And the police. I'm going to bankrupt all your businesses in the police and strip all the assets out of it. I'm going to strip everything off you that's got equity in it. Okay? Don't tell me to go to a civil court. I won't go in that court. I'll go in there. If I go there, I'm going there as King's Bench. Right? And the judge has to go. He had to go because he's not needed anymore. Right? That's what's going to happen. I'll go in there and then I'll come and clean the government out. You see? One in the other is running a club. A fraud, full-blown fraud club. There's a full-blown case now because you made a complaint. Your people made the first move. Tony, your people made your Pākehās made the first move. That's fatal for you. I didn't put a complaint in. I only just did. You see? So I don't want to go on anymore because I just wanted to tell people about you and about what we've severed our ties now. After all that time, we've severed. I have nothing to do with you because I got nothing out of you. I got nothing, absolutely fuck all out of you. I'm hoping I'll get something out of Dennis Culverwell. I'm hoping he'll say to me, John, you're right. If he rings up Aylett and Aylett says, yep, he's right. That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear anything else. Okay? I don't want to hear anything else. That's why they shut him out, because they can't say anything. They don't have substantial evidence. Right? I just want that land back. I just want that land back. I want everybody out of there because I want to flatten the whole thing. Right away. Straight away. Not going to be there anymore. Okay? I'm so fucking pissed off that it's not moving how I want it to. Because you people think you know everything. You people think you own this fucking place. You're only here on a 3-year government that's fucking got no legs. No legs, and it comes and goes. 1 minute you're there, you're gone, next minute you're gone. Tim won't be there any longer because he just did his shit and didn't go. Well, I'm not standing for that anymore. I don't like that fucking way of doing things. When someone's there, you stay there all the time. You don't shifting sands. That's all you are. Shifting sands. Just like the Queen. Shifting sands. You know what happened? You know what happened, Tony, with the Queen? She's fucking shifting sands. She went from England into EU Parliament, then shut down the fucking place. You see? What the fuck's that Queen doing there? You tell me that. You tell me which Queen you in that Queen in Brussels. That's what. Your Queen is still on your documents. She's a debtor, levy debtor. Just like you. That's why. That's why she's there. I'm glad she's still alive and she'll be dead before long. And there'll be no more left of her. And another mongrel will turn up. He's not going to be Prince William in front of me. No, not fucking anyway. He's not going to be a king of me in England. I'm going there to stamp that mark on this flag with King William. Right? The people can stay on their side and we'll build the shit out of them until they switch. Right? When they start waking up. They're starting waking up to getting fucking peeled off to the elite people. That's getting caught. Hillary Clinton getting caught. Huh? Trying to get away with it. Trey Gowdy, he's got her. He's got her. You see how crooked they are? White fucking faces? Crooked as fuck. Under the Queen. Under the Queen. Her days are over. Tony, Tim, her days are over. And so are yours. That's all I want to say today. The video. Alright? I'll just carry on with this bill on your fellows' heads. I'll split it up. You'll see, it's stuck. Once I put it there, that's it. That's it. I'll put the figure on it today. I'll bankrupt your police force. I'll put a figure on that too. I'll put it there. I'll make an announcement. As long as it's there, that's it. That's it. Right? You pay for your mistakes. One year, you make mistakes in front of me, and you pay. It's a waste of time going in your tribunal, in your police complaints authority. I won't fucking go there. I just put it there so people can see what my complaint is. You have to address it. Someone has to address it. It looks like it's Dennis. Someone in the police force has to address it, and they're not going to get away with it. They're going to find out, because Dennis is reading it through it. I don't want to waste time. I'm not going to fucking waste time, because they've held me up long enough. 6 years is long enough to hold up. I need him to hurry up and get it done, because people are waiting for me in England. They're waiting for me over there to come clean your fucking lot up. So don't waste my fucking time anymore. Okay? You've wasted 6 years of my time. Already. You fucking lot of jackasses in there. Right? They come and go just like fucking sifting sands. The whole fucking lot of you is like sifting sand. Nothing hard rock like Moai. Stand there and stare at you all fucking day. For life. I'll be still here, Tony, while the whole fucking lot of you have been gone. I'll be still here on my land. And where the fuck are you? Gone. Until another little bastard comes along. And in Parliament, another one comes and tries and sells our land again and all the resources. No, you're going to get fucked out of here. You're not going to touch any of those resources anymore, because our chiefs are waking up. They're just waiting for me to bust your wall down. And then they're going to do themselves. Up north, they're going to do it themselves. They're already ready to go now. They're watching what I do here on these videos. Okay? I'm just like them. They wish they can shout like this. They will if they did. They would. Okay? So I'm doing all the shouting. Let's see if you can put up with the pressure that I put up with. Okay? I can take the whole fucking lot of you. Right? I'm taking the whole lot of you on. The whole fucking world on my own. And Moai. Right? And those ancestors up there saying, go to it. Go to it. Right? I still got to report back to Waitangi after I go to Westminster. They say, what the fuck are you doing here? Get going. I said, no, I'll clean this all out first. I can't do this one until I can't go there until I do this one. See? Look at it now. It's the 11th today of this month. Already. And they're still hanging on to dear life. Your people, Tony, are fucking shitting themselves. Hanging there, hoping they won't get caught. You're going to get fucking caught. You're already caught anyway. Online, it's looking bad, because that's what I'm getting back, the feedback. They can work it out that someone there is fucking holding up me. Okay? If you can't face me, no one can answer me, and you're saying go to the court, it's an individual thing. They say, oh, you're going to take him out. Yeah? And leave you lot. No, you're all the same. It doesn't matter. One equals a whole lot of you. That's what I'm saying. We've got one of you crooked ones. Tim, that's it. I just need one to clobber the lot of you. Right? Because you're all supporting each other. You're in the same Queen's fraud. You're in the same fraud in their title with her head on it. And her head at the moment is just full of debt. Right? She'll die a dead woman with you lot. Okay? That's your legacy. All the female side of the bloodlines is the devil. The king doesn't operate like that. Right? The king can take control. He's got control. Okay? Control back. Right? Fuck off with the queen. No more queens. No more queens. Because queens sell lands. Kings don't. Okay? This king don't. Our Tahiti is male line. And the land don't get sold. Put it in the female, it's gone. Because your white people come in and fuck the hell out of the black people, then take their land. That's how you do it. That's what you did. I can say it that way. You came here and fucked the bloody Maoris that you made. The Maori up and fucked them, made their kids, and then the kids gone right now on your side. So you see the difference between one Maori and the other? You can tell. You just listen to how they talk. Listen to how they talk. Right? Once they start saying, oh, you're crap, they're on the other side. On your side, on your white side. So your white people have got brown skin, just like the Arabs. Right? The Saudis. The Saudis are the biggest fucking crooks of the Queens. Yeah? They're really Pakia, white maggots with a brown skin because they fucked up bloody the indigenous people over there. Everything they've fucked. Tony, everything your white maggots fucked buggered up our indigenous people and their land. That's what you first did here. You come here and poison the whole fucking place. Poison the food? I know, because I can tell with the food I'm eating. It's laced. Your white shit people laced the food. Monsanto and all the rest are going to get the bill. That's why I put them on those sites, websites. So I can build the shit out of you lot. Right? And everybody else can follow suit. Just open the gate and let them go. Okay. Thank you very much. That's all. Not you. The people who are watching your video. Okay? Not you crazy white people in there. There's some good ones. I like white people. Right? I like white people. They're all right. It's those other ones. The bad ones who's screwing the people in the church. Right? Screwing the people and hiding inside another. You're hiding, Tim. You're hiding, Tony. You're hiding those crooks. And you're one of them. Okay, that's all. Better go on with the work. Because you're wasting my time again on these videos. All these videos, you're wasting my time. I'm going to make better videos. Soon. There are people waiting up there for the turbines. Should be building. Not mucking around with you lot. Finish you fellas out of the way. Then I can get on with our projects. Okay. Bye. Good riddance.